Several monuments of track cycling, including the individual pursuit, were bumped off the Olympic programme to make way for this event. So the Omnium is certainly a controversial newcomer. Nevertheless, consisting of 6 events, it's got a decathlon feel to it, and it's been proving extremely entertaining to watch. Spread over 2 days of competition, the 6 events are roughly split between 3 sprint-oriented events and 3 of an endurance nature. On day 1, the riders will tackle a flying lap time trial, 30-kilometre points race and an elimination race. In each event, the riders are awarded points for their finishing position. First position gets 1 point, second gets 2 points, and so on and so forth. At the end, the rider with the least points wins the competition. As the name implies, this one isn't from a standing start. The riders take to the track individually. They're given 2.5 laps to accelerate using all the height that the track has to offer before they hit the finish line, where the clock is started and their final lap is timed. Getting the run-in right is extremely tricky. The riders don't want to arrive at the bottom of the track, the shortest way round, until they're at absolutely full speed. Ed Clancy is particularly strong in this discipline, as is Laura Trott, so we can expect a strong start from the GB riders. Run over 20 kilometres for the men and 30 kilometres for the women. The points race is the first of the mass start events, and lasting about 30 minutes, it favours the endurance rider. Every 10 laps, the bell will be rang to indicate a sprint lap. On the next passage over the line, 5 points are awarded to the first rider, with 3, 2 and 1 point respectively going to the next 3. This isn't the only way to score points though. If a rider or riders manages to break away and gain a lap, they're awarded a bonus 20 points. And this type of move often decides the winner. The rider at the end of the race with the most points wins. If this race blows apart, and it very well could do, it's a really difficult one for the judges to keep track of proceedings. So to help them, all the riders have one of these. It's a transponder, and it's on the rider's fork, and it constantly tracks their position in the race. It's an event that isn't just about brawn. Tactical ability is critical in this event. As to score points, it's almost essential to be placed in the top 5 coming into a sprint lap. So watch out for the jockeying for position in the preceding 3 laps. Of the GB2, this is probably the least favourite event of Ed Clancy, while Laura Trott, she's in her element. First introduced as a crowd-pleasing event set to circus music, the elimination race is the most controversial event brought in for the 2012 Olympics by the UCI. Nevertheless, its fast-action nature, producing cliffhanger after cliffhanger, has made it exactly that, a fantastic race to watch. The principle is very simple. Every other lap, the last rider over the line is eliminated from the race until there are just 2 riders left. They contest the final sprint in the traditional way to decide the winner. Riding at the back sees the rider get the most shelter, but they also have to come right around the outside to move forward. This means they have to accelerate hard and travel 30 metres further than the riders moving around the bottom. So the riders at the rear often find themselves exhausted before the end of the race. It's very easy to get swamped in the middle of this race, so perhaps more than in any other discipline, tactical skill and awareness are the most important assets. Look out for Laura Trott in this one again, because she is the finest tactician, male or female, I have ever seen in this event.